give ourselves time to come back to this place. This body that we care for. Nourishing it with kindness and gentleness. Giving thanks to our body for exactly as it is right now. Letting that gratitude permeate the whole of our body, from our scalp to our toes. Feel the gratitude. When you're ready, take a quick, easy breath. Come back into the room. We have about 7 minutes until service starts. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your attention. Just to see what you might it's fine. mom TV's up so she can hear it. Oh my God, it's so loud.
And it's been very long. So he's been like, oh, that hurts.
My daughter had vertigo. It lasted a couple of years.
Well, mine isn't absolute top. Mine isn't concussion stuff. It's tissue in my ear, which is not crystals. It's in your heart. Your bones were still in the vertebra. But when I was doing so, I would get vertigo on the top of it. I've experienced 40 times of dizziness.
So it has been a couple
Well,
of years.
year it was.
I don't know why it takes so long.
Well, I'm not dizzy.
Yeah.
And I was very dizzy on the trip.
That's good.
Yeah, I had some headaches. It was more all of my personal streets of function crazy. Where when you been stuck in your train, it's something that's to so I thought, as a nurse, I'm feeling one up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was pretty hot. I hope so. I wasn't here
I need to see
right after the carnival. Because I have family, so. Well, I think it's hey, good morning. So I brought something because I think so I wanted to have something substantial. I mean, it's not that big. But at least we got. Yeah.
It's I release. I'll call for questions for a while.
And if I'm in the grocery store,
You don't have to say.
Say yes because you can see look at people and they go, thank you, hi,
Yeah.
good to see you, in between
It is
everything.
fine, but you had this look of horror. I was like, oh, you don't, it's not required.
decided to forego. I haven't had
We just want to touch each other and hang out. Oh, all right.
Hi.
It's written, you don't have to read it, you just read it, and it's.
Well, I just might need to enjoy it. The other
I'm Connie Trice.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's the place where you can take the comfort into knowing whether it's you've come still alive or you're just passing through. This Come and be the silence. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out. From the pampered to the abused. This door is open to you. So come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is always open. 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 This door is open to you. Now if there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone. New Thought stands with you as the individual manifestation of divine point of view. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you. So come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. God in us recognizes the God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Muslim, wicked, Hindu, this door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open. This door is open to you.
Yay! Look at all the people we have up here. This is amazing. We have a full house. We have a giant band and extra choir members, and it's just, I'm beside myself. Very excited. It's like they knew I was going to talk about music today.
Yes.
Very excited. And all the people who are here, thank you. You could have been anywhere, and you're here. And I thank you. Your presence and your attention and your intentions change this sacred experience for all of us. More on that later. But thank you. My name is Reverend Carol Ann. Hi. That's Chad.
Yes.
Affectionately referred to as many things, but in this moment, animal. Okay. That's enough, Chad. Oh my gosh, I'm just very excited. There's just so much that we could be doing, and we're doing this, and I'm very excited about it. I'm the speaker today. I know, it's like I'm surprised. And my topic is the magic trick, or everyday transcendence. It's going to be really fun. And my practitioner is Reverend Gina Marie. This is a very powerful manifestor. This is a woman who is constantly working and always aware that she's creating. I mean, how many of us go through and forget that we're creating something, and then we go, oh, I created that. I know I won't say that Gina doesn't have that particular flair of humanity, but she's always aware of it. And she is working to create amazing excellence, always. So if that sounds like something you would like to have in your life, I encourage you to write a prayer treatment request. Get Gina Marie on your team. She will take your prayer treatment requests and she will turn them into gold. She will take them to her heart and incorporate them into her practice for the next 30 days. She's praying anyway, so you might as well get your hopes and prayers in. You can do that in the lobby. You can do that online on our What is this? Website, thank you. Who else here speaks Carolina? Okay, thank you. Yeah, you do, fluently. So anyway, that's all. If you have more questions about prayer treatment or practitionership, you can see Gina or myself after service. We always have time. This is why we're here. This is the bread and butter of what we do, and it's part of our daily lives, and we do it together. So, are you ready to sing? Yes. We have a new community song this month, chosen by our very own Alex. Yay! So you know it's from his heart. So stand up if you got it in you, and we're all going to sing together. There we
There was a time in my life thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. Now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, you got to let it go. Let it all go. And this is what you got to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for
Y'all are so much fun. You have no idea. You do have an idea. You know exactly what this experience is. This is what we're going to talk about. Remember how you feel right now, because this is what I'm going to talk about in a little while. Y'all rock. That's what I have to say. Now, I would like to invite our very own Cherie McCarthy up to lead us in our opening treatment, Circle of Light, and welcome. He's already ready already.
All right, so coming together as a community. Let's put our feet on the floor, take a deep, full breath, filling up, stretching that rib cage, and letting go on the exhale. Grounding ourselves into this moment, this moment. In this moment, we remember. And we know that there is only one source. Divine, intelligent, in all things. We accept that we too are made of this one, this power. It runs through us. It acts as us and connects us to one another and all that is. And we realize in that this moment is perfect. This morning is perfect. This service is unfolding perfectly for each of us. And knowing and remembering this, we allow the gratitude to rise in our hearts. And we are grateful for all that arises, be it pleasant, be it unpleasant. We know that the truth of our being and the truth of this moment is that we are one. So we release anything unlike this. We surrender to this very moment, knowing it's all done, and so it is all done. So it is. Now let's open up our circle of light with all the practitioners, practitioner interns, healers, light workers, therapists, doctors, lawyers.
All the things, really.
All those bringing healing energy to the world, bringing righteous justice, peace, love, light to our circle, to our community. And we bring that remembrance through our hearts, out our hands, feeling the vibration into our community. And we bring the names of those either with us or not with us in this room today to bring that to them. And I'll start with my mother, Jackie Frappier, Maury Frappier, Candy Frappier, my daughter, Michaela, the four-leggeds, Mother Earth, those who inhabit this earth, our governments, knowing that we're connected to all of that. Bringing our open-hearted compassion and kindness to all. Now let's bring our one hand to our heart and turn one hand outward. Well, let's bring them together first and warm them up a bit. This is just a little part of NTC ceremony. Bring one hand to the heart, turn one hand outward. Is there anyone new today? Don't worry, we're not going to make you stand up or anything. We just want to welcome you and say thank you for being here. You could have been anywhere this morning. You stayed home. We welcome you here to this circle and this community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's all of us divine sparks be here for the first time as well.
Yeah.
Receiving the message. So it is.
I feel like I need to wake us up a tiny bit because that was super yummy and I got a little woo-woo. I don't know about you, but now we need to wake up because Rob is coming with the announcements. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
First trick is to step over all the cords on the way to the mic. I've accomplished that. Hard part's done. Bob, can I call you up front to make your announcement first? I've got a few things I need to get to, and I'm not quite sure I'm going to do it. Bob, everybody, Reverend Bob. Yeah, something to say.
Most of you know that I've been meditating, practicing transcendental meditation for almost 50 years. Wow. And so right now, TM is having a real offer for people who want to start TM. And it's a massively good deal. I paid $200 back in 1976.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and now, if you want to start, it's only $450.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Isn't that a good deal?
Yeah.
50 years later. And TM, I think, is the best because I'm biased. But once you start, you have ongoing support. There's a TM center here in Fresno. If you ever had questions about what you're doing, they can answer them. Thank you.
Thanks, Reverend Bob. Reverend Bob is at our new, soon-to-be-removed prayer table in the back. I'm sorry, Reverend Wanda. She asked me to get that table out of here before service, but there are some other people using it for prayer purposes, and I couldn't rip it away from them. So it's there for one more day. Anyway, we have the Family Ministry Potluck. I buried the lead on this one. We have the Family Ministry Potluck after service today, next door. Food, family, ministry, all guaranteed.
What's the theme?
The theme is, I'm glad you asked. The theme is, this is Fresno, so it's Mexican cuisine. It's going to be amazing. So plenty of, we need to get all that food eaten. Plus, we have a lot of dessert, which has the theme of Cosmic Carnival. As you recall, we did last week. We have a lot of desserts that need to be eaten and or taken to other people who will eat them. We have a whole refrigerator full. So please, come hungry, leave happy.
Most are in the freezer.
Most are in the freezer, frozen, solid for your ease of storage and movement.
We're going to bring lots on the table.
Excellent. All right. We're going to get rid of all of them, Reverend Susan.
Lots on the table.
All the food will go. We have Signs of Mind 1, Signs of Mind 3, and Signs of Mind 2 in full swing on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We've got our Reiki share Monday evening at 6:30. We have our ministers meeting at high noon on Wednesday. And as you can see, a lot of people have taken us up on our call to, we needed people in the band and choir rehearsal and band and choir, and that has happened. As you can see, we have like 80 people up here. We have room for more. Come on down to the rehearsal on Fridays at 5:30. Guaranteed great time or greatest time of your entire life. Yes?
Oh, never mind.
Okay. I was like, ready.
I know, I never mind.
Next week, Leah Heyman will be giving the talk. Mhm. And then in 2 weeks, Reverend Michelle Pauls, freshly back from the hurricane. She'll be giving the talk in 2 weeks. And then the aforementioned amazing Reverend Dr. Wanda Moore will be giving the talk in 3 weeks. We are having a Monster Mash in celebration of the season. We're having our first annual Monster Mash, which is a half costume party, half karaoke party, half amazing spiritual transcendent experience. That'll be on the 26th, Saturday the 26th. If you have any more questions, talk to Cara or Lori in the back, and they will. We're going to make this. We're going to make it our own. So it's just going to be amazing. We are in need of a karaoke machine. So if you have a karaoke machine or somebody who has a karaoke machine, please see Cara or see Lori. We'll figure out how to get the ads out on that. Okay. I think that's about it. Anything back there? Okay. There's one minor thing. Apparently, Chad Pickens and Dr. Fallon Karch got engaged.
They're not even sitting together, but they're both red right now. I had to give you some kind of surprise. Okay. They were like, well, sure, we'll do it. And we talked about how to do it and everything. It's way funnier this one. We're all so excited for you. And they are on a grand adventure and they're so cute. I can't stand it. So, congratulations. Yay, we love you. Now I would like to invite our very own Nancy to lead us in our vision, purpose, and mission. Thank you.
I had the thought earlier
that next time I go to a rock concert, I'm taking her with me. Wouldn't that be fun?
She's so much fun.
Oh my God, that'd be
Trust
fun.
me. I know.
I'll vouch for it. It's lots of fun.
Vision. We are a spiritually empowered family. Purpose. To remember, experience, and connect with universal truth. Mission. Our new thought community is a diverse spiritual family guided by universal principles and devoted to awakening to the divine presence in each of us. We are committed to loving, inspiring, and healing.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Now, hold on to your seats, because now we move into the poetry portion of our day. Sorry, I don't know why that's funny, but it is being brought to us by one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. My best friend in the whole wide world, and yours, Reverend Gina Marie.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh. It's gonna make it so much better. Hafiz was a Persian lyric poet from the 14th century who wrote about love, spirituality, and protest. And this is one of his poems. I sometimes forget that I was created for joy. My mind is too busy, my heart is too heavy for me to remember that I have been called to dance, the sacred dance for life. I was created to smile, to love, to be lifted up, and to lift others up. O sacred one, untangle my feet from all that ensnares, free my soul that we might dance, and that our dancing might be contagious. And that's Hafiz. Now if you just want to put your feet on the floor and close your eyes and go within and take a deep breath. And let's just step into the realization that God is all there is, and God and I are one. God expresses uniquely as me, thinking, speaking, and acting through me at all times. I know that God is always guiding me in every moment and in every situation. I quiet my mind and I allow the infinite mind of God to reveal to me all that I need to know. I relax in the knowing that we are all one, united in principle, in faith, and in community. I act definitively and intentionally out of inner guidance, without question or doubt, because I know that God is all-knowing, all-seeing, all-powerful, and all-inclusive, and therefore is not capable of division. No matter what challenge I may be facing, I feel peaceful and confident knowing that God is making all the right and perfect decisions through me and by means of me. With great gratitude, I release my word into the law. I know that it is already a reality in the mind of God and expresses in my outer experience in perfect divine order. It's all good because it's all God. And this I know, I accept, and I celebrate. I am so very grateful and thankful for the precious gift of dancing here with you today. Aho, Ashe, Amen. And so it is. Choir.
Now I invite you to just feel yourself in your chair, supported, fully present, and allow this meditative song to carry you.
It's a simple love holds us together. It's a simple truth sets us free. There's a place we're bound. We call it
Alrighty, so I want to introduce our speaker today. She is, first of all, she gives the best hugs of anybody I've ever met in my life. Start right there. She's one of my very, very best friends. There's hardly anything that happens in my life that she doesn't get to hear about. And she's been a mentor, a friend, and my teacher, Carolyn Rubin.
Thank you for keeping it short and not making me cry. I appreciate that. So, hi.
Hi.
So, we got any music fans in the room?
What?
Yeah. Some people are doing this. Yes. And who knows the magic trick that happens when folks come together and listen and perform music? Yeah, the answer is you all do. You may not know it's a magic trick, but it is. When I first started coming to New Thought, I was looking for, somewhere to go and sing, but it felt a little hypocritical to pick a place of worship and just go so that they would let me sing in the choir. That didn't seem very truthful. But then I got down this mystical, spiritual path that is New Thought. And of course, did it in my own way. I jumped in with both feet and landed, in the choir. And found out, you've heard me say, I'm sure, that they'd let me sing every Sunday. And I'm like, I'm in. I mean, you can't keep me away now. Once I was here and on this path, it became a really important part of my growth to find the center of this choir. In all its iterations, this choir and band have looked a lot of different ways since I've been here. And in all its iterations, its heart, its center, is the coming together. It's the shared experience of the open heart. I know you all feel that when we come into this room. Because you respond with your open hearts. We can feel it too. Another important factor was to show up for this experience, no matter the state of me. If I'm in crisis, if I'm just too giddy, if I am, just weighed down by the tragic realities of the world, just come. I found if I just show up with all of my warts, even if I'm just grumped out and going to be a thorn in everybody's side, if I show up, everything gets transmuted. There's an opportunity for something that wasn't possible before. And it requires that I trust and celebrate the folks who participate. We trust each other. We celebrate each other. We find our ways through. We never really know how that's going to work. But we come together and we wing it. So why is that so compelling? That's the first part. And it sets us up for the real magic trick, which is when you all come. I mean, it is transcendent and ecstatic to get together with the other musicians and the other singers, all these people, and have these sessions. That's a whole other talk. But the real magic happens when we come into this room on Sunday and you all show up and you participate with us. Your energy is present and transmuted from the get-go, from right away. So why is that so compelling? So let's ask Bruce Springsteen, as we do. Right? Why not? As we do. He was recently gave an interview to Colbert, who inadvertently, first of all, he admitted that the only people that he's ever gets intimidated about interviewing are musicians. And Bruce Springsteen went, why? Which I think is adorable. And isn't Colbert a singer? He sings too, right?
He's a theater major.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but he says it's because musicians have a magic that he doesn't understand. And I thought, ooh, that means there's a tender part there. There's something there that opens. that goes beyond the controlled room, and there's a magic there. And apparently, the boss wrote a book. He probably has written more than one book, but on this particular interview, he's promoting this book. And at the beginning and the end, he wrote in the book about the magic trick. And Colbert asked him to explain. And this is what he said. I'm just going to read the quote, so I'm speaking from his perspective. You're there to manifest something. Before you go in, it's an empty space, it's an empty building. So the audience is going to come, and you're going to show up, and together, you're going to manifest something that's very, very real. It's very tangible. But you're going to pull it out of thin air. It wasn't there before you showed up. It didn't exist. It is real magic. And that's a little bit of what my job is every night. My job is to come out there and assist you, and for us together to create the sense of whatever you want to call it. I mean, it is cathartic. And hopefully, on a good night, when we are at our very, very best, there's a little transcendence. Now, that was described in classic Bruce Springsteen humility. I mean, there's no question that he's a genius and a cultural icon. But it is appropriate, that humility, because he knows the magic doesn't happen in his genius. Again, that's a whole other talk. But the magic trick happens when human beings come together and get out of their own way and share this exchange and create opportunities that didn't exist before. There's magic that we pull out of thin air just because we're willing. And I assert that the magic trick happens every time, and that the transcendence is always available. Even if you don't have Bruce Springsteen's genius. That transcendence happens here, in the air between us, in the transmutation of the energy. It is a representation of how we are always connected to Source. We are always connected to Spirit. We're always connected to one another and to everyone and everything. It allows us to have an energetic experience of that. And I think that's why he describes it as cathartic. Because it connects us to the greater experience in the world, and there's a lot of pain, and there's a lot of crisis, and there's a lot of loss and tragedy. Our experiences with music are not always ecstatic. Sometimes we connect in and we are moved. We don't know why. And I submit that it's because we're connected to the greater experience of the world. And that kind of energy is big energy. And it needs moments, transcendent moments, like we create when we come together in music, to transmute it, to allow for the ugly cry. You don't have to be pretty to do this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It needs to be genuine. Bring the parts that you wish that no one could see, because we can see them. And we know you can see ours. And accepting that it's an enormous gift. Accepting those parts of yourself. It's an enormous gift because it makes space for something that wasn't possible before. Something that your brain can't figure out. God, I wish I could just, I spent a lot of years if I could just figure it out. I got this brain that is so busy, and I've been carrying it around for a long time, put it to work, figure this stuff out. But life isn't like that. Magic isn't like that. Magic is energetic. And it creates things you can't predict, you can't control. So who can relate to that? Who's had that kind of experience? Yeah, where you don't know why you're crying, but here we are. And I don't know why this tapped into something that happened to me when I was 8, but wow, this feels so comforting to know I don't need to know why. I'm just present with it. This is what brings us out to concerts. This is what brings us to the parks and to the venues, and why we come together for this kind of connection, because we are connecting into the ethers. When we don't know what to do with the sorrow and the stress in the world, this is a start. This is a way to transmute that pain and process it within yourself so that you are available to the new idea. While we allowing ourselves to be human and experience those kinds of pain, that by itself is just pain. If you allow yourself to transmute that energy, then you are available to the solutions. You are available, and I'll say one other thing about this. In order to be present in that kind of community, that kind of magic, transcendent moment, it requires that you just show up. And if your judgmental mind starts going, you just have to step left. The judgment just gets in the way. If you allow that to fall away, not judgment of, it might look like judgment of whoever's up there, risking themselves and being willing to make butt. It might be like, well, that note, didn't they know that this is not the tempo for this song or whatever? But none of those things are really about the person you're looking at. It's not about the people up there. It's a way of distracting yourself from whatever pain you got going on, or whatever joy you won't quite allow yourself to have. So if you're willing to put that down and embrace all of what you're experiencing, then judgment falls away. It's irrelevant. So I didn't write that part down. So I have to now figure out how to go back to what's here. Yeah, the Spirit took that. Thank you. Thank you. So we're each having our own experience in this, but we're having a collective expression. So we're individually having our energy and experiencing whatever it is we're experiencing, if it's, ecstatic play, if it's silliness, if it's sorrow, whatever it is, but we're communicating it collectively in community. And that's what elevates the possibility of transcendence. That's what elevates, because by yourself, you can do a lot of work. But when you get into a room or into a space with other human beings, and suddenly the energy is through the roof. Anything is possible. So this is what I do when I am bogged down in the horrors of the world. And I'm witness to things that that are unfathomable to me. I remember, who knows who this is? Imagine me with a mustache and a white beard. Yes, Freddie Mercury, thank you. And what did he do? He was, you all know that. It's a vocal warm-up. He did this at Live Aid with 70,000 people, and all of them did exactly what you just did. They all went, yeah, I'll play. That's iconic. Now, notwithstanding Freddie Mercury's genius, I just did that here in Fresno for 3 seconds, and you all went, yeah! That's the magic part. That's the magic part. And from that space, that energy, anything's possible. I can work real hard by myself, but what's possible when we all come together, I can't even imagine. And the idea of that helps me to cope with the feeling incapable or afraid or minute in the face of big horrors. This is, you can't control that. You can't predict it, but you can rely on it. That was so, you guys are the bomb. That was so exciting. So, let's see. Oh, they're talking about, this is just a little aside, but they're talking about, there's a lot of research going in right now to music therapy and developing, because when you hear that song, and especially if you're in community with other people and you hear that something that just, strikes a chord and you're like, yeah, that is a natural endorphin rush. And what's possible in terms of dealing with trauma, dealing with chronic pain, dealing with ongoing strife in an individual's life is really untapped. Imagine what is possible if we can, through use of music in community, create our own dopamine whenever we need it. Brilliant. For me, that's an obvious answer to an opioid crisis. That is an obvious response. Of course, that's in my brain. I get it, that's not everybody's brain. But when we all get together, anything is possible. So what else works that way? How about the Cosmic Carnival? You guys have heard for weeks, months, about all of the work and the preparation and the organization, the planning and the prep and the meetings and the baking and the building of games and the volunteers and, we're going to have another meeting, and people prepping baskets and people preparing themselves to give readings and healing treatments. There's just no end to the description of the work that has gone into this. Selling tickets, making food, selling food, providing for people. All of that is an enormous amount of work. It's a huge undertaking. But the magic really happened on Saturday when people showed up and they danced in the bubbles and they got their faces painted and they, dunked people in the dunk tank, the love shower, and they stood around where they were and sang with the music. And they allowed themselves to be touched deeply by the healing modalities. And they just, spun the wheel and got cake. And then they went around going, look what I got, cake. I got cake. You want some? And people shared. And people created a carnival atmosphere. They were captivated by the dancers. Now, if everybody was sitting back and going, yeah, here we are, it's another carnival. Here are all the things that didn't work. Here are all the things that, well, this is why, none of that is possible. The magic is not possible from an off-camera judgment seat. The magic is only possible when you show up and you give your open heart. Then anything is possible. That was a particularly joyful experience for me. There's another thing I wanted to tell you about. Taylor Swift, this was hilarious. I saw a little clip of Taylor Swift, and she's got a couple of backup singers and some musicians, and they're all seated in this little grouping, and they're going, and they're singing, and they're playing, and they're going, and they're just astonished. And the camera pans around to the crowd, and Taylor Swift, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people there, and they're all going like this. Every single person that you can see, for as far as you can see, are all in tandem, and there's something in the way they move their arms that is communicating more than just, yeah, this is the beat. These people are like, we are with you. I am sending you my heart. And they pan back, and the musicians are just like, and the song ends, and they look at each other, and they're like, what just happened? And Taylor Swift says, no one has ever done that before. That was the coolest thing. Again, in very understated language, how do you express that I can feel the hearts that you are sending our way? We are giving it back to you. It is transcendent. It is magic. It is beyond the simple language that can be used to describe it. Everyone jumps in and brings their most open heart. So what do you bring? What do you participate in? What brings you joy that you would like to see expand and continue? What are you willing to bring all of yourself to in order to feed it? So that's just something to take with you into meditation. It also brings me to one other thing I saw on Facebook. I waste a lot of time there, but it does have nuggets. And one of them is, there was a meme that said, some days you wake up and you're like, I'm a rock star, I'm ready, whatever it is I want to do, I'm going to make it happen, it's going to be great. And then other days you wake up and you're like, pants seem like a lot today. Right? We all have both of those extremes. Bring it on. I invite you. Bring it on. Nobody wants a perfect person to show up. They want someone who loves and cares and brings all of their self. And the healing and the transmutation and the magic happens betwixt us together. Oh, and I'll just leave you with one last thing. Rob Trice says, music makes you smarter.
And, oh yeah, who's doing it? Oh, that's you.
That's me.
You can go through the usher things.
Stand there while you do prayer.
They stand here while you do, that's okay.
Okay, this is the offertory prayer, my first one, and so in honor of Mozart, I'm going to, well, you'll recognize the cadence. Welcome to the offertory prayer. We are unified, we love, we care. We offer up our time, our energy, our hard-earned gold. It comes back to you 100-fold. We are grateful your help will keep the lights on. We release and know that it is done.
There's the magic right there.
That's it.
There you go. Thank you for reminding
Never believed in fate. I couldn't see, I see it, I can't feel. How can it be? No man happened to me. When I saw you, I couldn't believe it. You took my heart.
See? See?
Yep, I see. Oh yeah, I gotta get one there. Oh yeah, What three words? What do you love? What matters enough for you to open your heart, bruised and battered though it must be, to bring your ecstatic soul to bear and invite others into the magic? Say amen. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in love and say
Thank you.